My name is Dr. Poornima Luthra, and I'm an associate professor at the Copenhagen Business School. I'd like to tell you about allyship. Allyship is a term that is relatively new to many of us. The term allyship actually comes from the Stonewall Inn uprising in the late 1960s, where cisgendered heterosexual individuals were seen as allies to the LGBTQ+ community. To be an ally means to build and nurture lifelong relationships with people who are different from us, people from underrepresented, marginalized, or discriminated groups, all with the intention of advancing inclusion. Someone who's underrepresented is quite likely going to feel that their voice may not necessarily be heard, that they may not be as valued as others, that they may not be respected for their thoughts and ideas. So it's so important for us to ensure that those from underrepresented groups really feel included within the workplace environment, within our teams. Diversity, equity, and inclusion have become the cornerstones of our organization's people and corporate strategy. Now, while many organizations today have a DEI strategy and roadmap, inclusion isn't felt in those. Inclusion is felt in our day-to-day interactions with each other by the coffee machine, at lunch, and during meetings. And this is where the magic of allyship comes alive. Allyship enables us to be inclusive to others in all these settings, whether it's in the meeting with colleagues, or whether it's at lunch with others, or by the coffee machine with someone that you've just met. Number one, by organizing events and trainings and workshops on a regular basis, not just the one-off DEI or bias awareness workshop, but really having events within the organization that enable their employees and leaders to be really reflecting and thinking about inclusion as well as biases that exist within our organization. This helps us to facilitate an environment of constant growth, deep curiosity, and learning as well. Also, organizations can foster an environment of psychological safety where people feel safe to be able to address the biases and discrimination that they might witness or experience. And this is a really big part of nurturing an environment where allies can stand up, can address the biases that they're noticing, and be able to foster an environment that is indeed more inclusive. So the very first thing that you can do today is to be deeply curious about how others experience the workplace. There's a wealth of resources out there, from podcasts to articles to books to audiobooks that you can listen to and read that may help you understand that the workplace and the world, in fact, is not experienced in the same way by everyone. And this is a really easy first step that you can take to be able to satisfy that deep curiosity, reflect on your own biases as well as your own privilege, and to use this learning to be able to show up as an ally for others who are different from yourself.